What if I told you there was a French car in the 1940s so light you could literally pick it up and carry it off like a picnic basket, and you didn't even need a license to drive it? Ladies and gentlemen, and my friend Timmy, you ever look at something and think, wow, that's definitely French? No, not talking about cheese or baguettes, but today's hero, the 1947 Mochet Type K. If you ever wondered what would happen if a scooter and a shopping cart had a love child during the post-war chaos and gave it four wheels just for laughs, well, here it is, the Mochet Type K four-wheeled curiosity that's charmingly ugly. Seriously, it's as if the designer lost his ruler and thought, just wing it, angles are cool now. First things first, huge thanks to our sponsors. Without your support, I'd probably be telling these stories in Timmy's garage instead of on YouTube. In the late 1940s, post-war France was about as lively as my neighbor Bob's bunker parties, minimal resources and maximum weirdness. That's when Automobiles Moshe, founded by Charles Moshe and run by his son George, entered the scene. George cleverly thought, people are desperate, fuel's expensive, nobody's got money, let's build something slow, simple, and kinda ugly that doesn't require a driver's license. Brilliant. Seriously. Genius stuff here. The Mochet Type K, produced from 1947 to 1949 in Puteaux near Paris, was a small-scale sensation. About 650 units built, and given the flimsy construction, probably a miracle any survived. Now remember, this was France in 1947, so the fact that this tin can with wheels even moved was reason enough to celebrate. Its target audience? Folks without a driver's license, perfect for Timmy. Actually, now that I think about it, it was made precisely for guys like Timmy, driving skills optional, sobriety preferred, but negotiable. Technically speaking, this mighty Moshe packed a ferocious single-cylinder, two-stroke Zurcher engine, 125cc, producing an earth-shaking 3.5 horsepower. Mounted at the back, it had a 3-speed gearbox, no reverse. Want to go backwards? Just get out and push. The chassis was simpler than instructions on a matchbox. Steel tube frame, zero suspension at the front, and basically a glorified bicycle wheel at the back with minimal springing. No fancy disc brakes either, just a single external band brake on the rear wheel. So stopping was about as effective as Timmy's diets. Promising, but ultimately hopeless. Dimensions? It measured roughly 7 feet 11 inches, 2.4 meters, weighing in at about 353 pounds, 160 kilograms. It was lighter than most people's grocery lists after payday. With a top speed of around 25 miles per hour, 40 kilometers per hour, you weren't exactly setting speed records, but you were certainly annoying anyone stuck behind you. Fuel economy? Approximately 50 to 60 miles per gallon, 4 to 5 liters per 100 kilometers, so cheap you could afford to run it on Timmy's beer budget. The standout feature, if we can call it that, was its design. Flat metal sheets folded at random angles, creating a structure that looked like it was hastily assembled in someone's backyard after too much red wine. Wooden doors, optional canvas roof, no windows, because who needs to see traffic anyway? No mirrors either, so rear visibility was as imaginary as Bob's alien invasions. One French auto critic aptly called it functionally ugly, which, coincidentally, is how Timmy describes his third marriage. Now, despite my relentless roasting, let me say something genuinely nice about this quirky vehicle. It was incredibly practical and affordable at the time. Priced at just around 107,712 old French francs, approximately 5,000 to 6,000 euro, today it was half the price of a Citroën 2CV. Moshe wasn't trying to build a masterpiece. He was giving people freedom on wheels, even if that freedom moved slower than bureaucracy. And I believe that's something worthy of respect. Much like Timmy's fishing tales, even if exaggerated, they do come from the heart. Mochet's Type K today is a collector's curiosity. Back in 2013 at the R.M. Sotheby's Bruce Weiner Microcar Museum auction, the best example fetched an astonishing $35,650. But typically, these charmingly odd vehicles hover around $15,000 to $25,000 at auction, still cheaper than Timmy's lawyer fees. Interesting side note, in 1948, French police stopped a Type K driver for no license plate. After checking the documents, they were baffled. Was it a car? a motorcycle, or a wheelbarrow with ambition? Eventually, they gave up and let the driver go. Bureaucracy defeated by confusion, truly the French way. So, there it is, the Mochet Type K, a vehicle that boldly dared to be basic when everyone else aimed for elegance. And I think there's genuine beauty in that simplicity. Just like Timmy, rough around the edges, slightly unreliable, but impossible not to love. If you enjoyed this tale of automotive madness and mild mockery, please hit that subscribe button. It's cheaper than therapy and far more entertaining. And remember folks, don't be like Timmy, drive responsibly, and maybe, just maybe check your rear view mirror occasionally, if you have one. See you next time.